Hello, hello, hello. Ah, all right. You guys know what time it is? It is your boy, the only one, the big with the big energy. What up? I ain't gonna say my name because you know I am always horny for some knowledge. Say it and never spray it. All right. Oh. I'm a bit all over the place right now, to be a bit honest. But I had to get the hair done. Look at the hair. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's all good. It's all beautiful. Look at it. I'm looking like a Targaryen right now. I'm about to get a dragon. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop because we're going to talk about some stuff. Serious things. I think I have brought the topic about depression before on here, and it is going to be on a continuing thing. Depression is very intense, like intense. And like every day, I walk hand in hand with my depression. It's one day at a time with my depression, okay? If my depression is not depressing, we ain't good. We ain't good. My depression need to be depressing for me to be thriving, okay? I gotta be like, yo, girl, are you okay? Is you thriving? Because I see a cloud over your head, and I need to know you set yourself for success. You got an umbrella, okay? Because you know, depression would be like that type of the type of being that be like, it's raining outside. I wish I had an umbrella. But you're like, you do knew it was raining, right? You checked the forecast. You did all of this, right? So set yourself for success, okay? But that being said, the steps that I'm currently taking for my depression is, repeating my mantra to myself, of course, and writing down the thoughts that are going through my mind while I'm in my depression state. I find that to be absolutely crucial because when I get to look back, or when I get to look back on the thoughts that I had, I get to reminisce upon it and realize, did that thought serve me or not? Because I need to have a thought, or I need to be able to process my emotions and my thoughts in a way that's going to be serving to me, serving not only to me, but serving in a way that it trickles to the rest of my life, where everyone that's involved in my life can see it and can be affected by it, So that is what I've been focusing lately, been focused on my self-growth really strong, which means I've been putting aside all my personal side project and stuff that I've been truly wanting to do. But I've been realizing that healing is first. Healing is very crucial because if I'm not where I need to be, then I find myself forcing my creativity where my creativity doesn't need to be forced. It oozes out by itself like any given time. All I know is that I have to be absolutely crucially right up here so that it comes out in my body as the art that it should be, and not a fighting energy. I feel like that tends to happen more often, people fighting their depression energy instead of acknowledging and be like, okay, I am depressed. Okay, now let me be depressed for one day today. I'm going to be depressed for one day. So depression, let's be depressed today. Okay, we're going to be happily depressed. I haven't yet to hear in the people that I work with, that I deal with, I have yet to hear somebody says, I am happily depressed today. I'm happily walking my depressions. That's what this video is gonna call, happily depression. Who is having a blessed day on a Tuesday, having a happily depressional day, Your depression should be a happily moment where you're like, I'm depressed today. Ooh, I'm depressed. So that means Ugly Betty. We're gonna binge watch Ugly Betty. We gotta go get some stuff, some like 4 tub of Ben and Jerry ice creams, and we're gonna go to Wawa, get ourselves a nice brownie and stuff, and set ourselves up for the depression. And then most of us who knows how to roll one, get a roll, want to pack a boat and just go. If anyone ever actually experienced a depression like this, please let me know. Write it in the chat, write it in the comment. Let me know, have you ever been happily depressed? And that means recognizing that you're depressed, you're depressed, you're depressed, and acknowledging it that you are depressed, and timing your depression. So calculating if it's a monthly thing, if it comes every monthly, or calculating it and like giving yourself a mental trigger that when it comes, for you to be like, oh, damn, like I am depressed. Like for myself, when I'm depressed, the mental trigger that I give myself to tell me that I am depressed is when I am not speaking at all, and everything around me, I just want to grab it and turn it to a ball of nothing and toss it. Once I am feeling like that, I tell myself, I have a trigger that's like, whoa. The trigger is a whoa. So when I'm feeling like that, I'm like very quiet. I'm like, people are doing things. I'm like, I just wish I could just blow them up and throw them off the scene. And then then right in that moment, the trigger for me is a whoa. And I'm like, oh, am I depressed? Then I start questioning myself. Because the following up is, are you depressed? And then I like to say yes first. I always have to say yes first when I ask myself if I'm depressed. Because if I say no, I denied myself going down the progression healing roller coaster. Because if I say no, then I'm like, okay, are you depressed? No. Then I just stay here. Then I start acting, and if I am depressed, I stay right there and act depressed and act however I need to. But once I recognize that I am depressed, say yes. Like, okay, why? Why are you depressed? What's going on? What happened to you this week that allowing you to be depressed? And I keep on going on to asking the progressive healing roller coaster alignment for myself. And I think that it's very crucial. Look at the hair. It's very crucial for everybody to have that, because if you don't understand that roller coaster of yours, that at every emotion you get to be like, pause. Am I this? Yes. And then go down and then start question as you're going, and start questioning things and answering things. Questioning things, answering things. Once you say no, acknowledge that you say no. And if it's no, then like, I'm not depressed. Then why am I acting last way? Because sometimes when I say no and I'm still acting that, I'm like, why? The depression is so real sometimes, All right, it is this time where I humbly ask y'all if you love and enjoy this conversational that I tend to have with myself. You can like or subscribe. You don't have to do anything you don't want to, but love y'all, stay proud, and let's get the depression in line, okay? Let's be happily depressed. Oh my God, that's crazy.